Ready to Love, Season 5, Episode 5. And we got 2 new people added into the mix. One of the new people we got added was Christina. And she's 31. She's an esthetician. And you know what her skin was? Beautiful. Her skin was very pretty. And she went out on a date with Wiley because supposedly they're closer in age. But they might be closer in age on paper. But they didn't seem like they really was on the same page at all, to be honest with you. She kind of seems like, to honestly, I got the vibes when she started talking to P.O. later on that she was kind of more looking for like a sugar daddy or something like that, to be honest with you. I didn't get no vibes that she was really trying to go out with no young guy like Wiley. So Wiley might think she's cute and got a nice figure and everything, but I really don't think he got a shot at this. When she came in giving Wiley compliments on his body and everything, you know what? I guess I should just stop talking about it. Because I guess this is just a DC thing where women just compliment men all the time. I mean, when Christine did sit down and start talking to Paul later on at the pool party, at least Paul was being more aggressive and being more like the, like the leader and talking about he goes after what he wants. P.O., he really did redeem himself on this episode because last episode I ripped into him hard. But this episode, I actually liked his approach. I thought he was very intentional about the way that he liked Christina. And he was up front. He wasn't expecting her to fall all over him. And he actually put forth some effort. And he was actually giving out some compliments. So I know Paul last week said he wasn't going to sweet talk to a woman, but he brought some candy in his pocket this time. So he did a lot better. I know he didn't want to have nothing to do with Precious no more. I did a whole video on her. He was telling Precious, you might want to mix and mingle. Basically saying, you know what, I'm not your connection no more. So you might want to get on back out there and make another connection because Paul was like, it ain't me. But Christina was selling it hard. She was selling it hard to P.O., talking about how she likes an older man. Ever since she was in junior high, she dated high school. In high school, she dated college. In college, she dated this person, all this other kind of stuff. She was selling it hard. I really do. I'm getting sugar daddy vibes. I'm getting sugar daddy vibes from Christina. I don't know. We finally got to see a lot of Demetrius this episode. Finally, my gosh, we were like, does he even have a voice? Does he talk? Or do we just have to send text messages to him? So he finally did talk, and he shot his shot at Sabrina finally, and they got a little bit of a long time. And you know what? I think Demetrius is a bit of an introvert. And when Tommy finally told everybody that this was it, we weren't going to introduce any more people to the mix, you could tell Demetrius was like happy. He's like, finally, we can concentrate and we can go, with quality and not quantity. And that's what I've been saying, Demetrius. I'm with you because that's what I thought we was going to get too long ago. It took us 5 episodes to get here. We should have been here on episode 3. But when Demetrius took AP out, he was like, what the hell? AP, she ain't ready for dating. I know she thinks she is. I think she thinks she's ready, but she's not ready. She's not ready because she don't have the right attire. I haven't seen one outfit that I liked of AP. So I definitely know she's not ready on that level. She's also not ready on her conversation because that whole conversation she had with Demetrius talking about, I'm not going to be your Lois Lane and I don't need a man to complete me. Girl, I don't know. Maybe that was something you said back when you dated before you met your husband. But let me tell you, that's a horrible line to use on a date now. That's the fastest way to lose a man, to start telling a man how you don't need him. Every man want to feel needed. Every man wants to feel needed. They don't just want to feel wanted. They want to feel needed. Period. I wish women would just drop that from their vocabulary if you're dating, because that's the quickest way to lose a man, to tell a man, I don't need a man and I don't need you. Bye. He told AP, are you affectionate at all? She goes, oh yeah, that's my love language. I don't believe it either, Demetrius. I don't think so. That conversation coming out her mouth, I don't know how the two can go together, because I wasn't feeling either. I think AP's going to go home. They didn't show us who went home, but I think she's going to end up being the one that goes home. But he's into Sabrina. He's like, he and Sabrina got some unwritten chemistry to get together and everything. I'm going to see how this works out, because I think Demetrius is an introvert, and I'm not for sure what Sabrina is looking for. I know she had a long list, and one of them things was fun and outgoing and all these other kind of things, and he got to be able to move to California. So I don't know. She might want to go over there and look at the new guy who is from California, this new Donovan guy, because at least he is from California. So I don't know if Demetrius is going to line up with all the things Sabrina wants, because I think Demetrius is an introvert. I really do. I also want to give a thumbs up to Jakia this episode. I know I was hard on her the last couple of episodes, but she did well this time in her little conversation with Eric in the kitchen when Eric was cooking, and she let him give her compliments, and he was flirty, and I enjoyed it. And Jakia sat there and smiled and, you know, took in all the compliments. She got rattled though when Carmen walked in the room. She let Carmen rattle her. That's why you can tell Jakia is not used to being in that position, because when Carmen came in there and interrupted and did what she was doing, Jakia was all thrown off balance. So Jakia really needs to practice being in the receiving mode and not just giving, because you could see she was very uncomfortable. And Carmen, you know what? She's assertive too. She was trying to talk to Eric, talking about, well, you know what? Why were you looking at Jakia, basically? And he said, you know what? She's another person I have interest in. And Carmen was like, well, that's besides me, of course. Girl, he only saying that because you his employer. Let me tell you something. If he's had a chance to shoot his shot at you all this time and he hasn't done it, then he ain't interested in you. This is the same thing they do every year. They bring these couples on that knew each other from different, like Frank did it last year with Sydney. Before that, it was Rashid and Adriana. And now we got Carmen and Eric. Listen, if I've had a shot at you before and I didn't take the shot, they're not interested. They're not going to wait to come on Ready to Love to take a shot at you. So no, Carmen, Eric is not interested in you. He only told you what he told you because he wants to be able to get another gig from you so you can pay him to cater your next event. Sabrina trying to act like she liked Tori. She don't really like Tori. She just wants to have more than one man she can choose from. She's really interested in Demetrius. And all this, oh, he's the first man that ever brought me something. She don't like Corey. Corey does not have enough depth for Sabrina. Sabrina's all business. When she talks, you think you in a boardroom talking to her or on a Zoom call, because Sabrina is all business, let me tell you. And Tori does not have enough depth for Sabrina. So she's just using Tori. Joy and Clifton, they still going strong. And that whole day with Joy and Laverne, another one. Joy ain't got no eyes but except for Clifton. You know, at least they're not doing what Camille and Cornelius did and not even date other people. So I give Clifton and Joy a thumbs up on that. At least they're trying to keep up the appearances like they may be possibly interested in someone else. But we know the truth. They ain't interested in nobody else. They just going out on these dates to be going out on these dates. And that date Joy had with Laverne, I'm glad they had a good time and everything, but Laverne, she ain't interested in you that way. And I was shocked to hear Laverne say that this is the best date he's had in a long time. Boy, what kind of dates are you going on? I'm starting to get a little concerned about Laverne. I'm not for sure, because he starts talking about he's never been in a relationship, and he's trying to say as if his relationships were just situationships or just dating. He hasn't had any real significant relationships. I know he's got kids. So I don't know. Some of these people need to be in therapy. When you get to this point in life, Laverne, and you've never had a relationship that you can say you've had a relationship, then you need to go lay on the couch of a therapist, because something is wrong. A lot of the women were talking about Laverne, talking about at the pool party, talking about he wants women to just come up to him. He has a God complex. I don't know what's going on with Laverne either. I told you in that first episode when he talked about he wanted an alpha male, I said, what are you talking about by an alpha male? And Laverne seems to want a woman who's going to do everything. So they might be on to something when they say he wants a woman to come up to him. See, when he said that alpha male, I said, I don't know. It sounds like he wants somebody to take care of him, like a mama or something. Laverne don't want to do anything, and he think he going to get some strong, independent woman who's going to want to do everything for him. Boy, bye. Strong, independent alpha women ain't trying to do that for you. They out here running the world, conquering the world. They don't have time for this. That's it, y'all. We'll see what happens next week. Because it shows some interesting clips, so we'll have to see what happens next week. Talk to you later. Bye.